What the heck? Whoa, there are some updates on this engine. This truly is the truck to buy for 2027. This Ram 2500 Black Express has Cummins. I just did one, that white one here, with the Hemi. The payload on this truck is insane. And I will show you that with the towing numbers at the end of this video. I borrowed it from Larry H. Miller, Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram here in Sandy, Utah. It is available for sale. Let's go ahead and check out the window sticker so you guys see the pricing and features on this build. At the very top is a description. Base price is $53,925. You guys see the color is ceramic gray clear coat. And then this is a short listing of the standard features. Be sure to pause to see more. Now, starting off, the options is the customer preferred package, which is basically the Black Express. Also, fifth wheel prep package, bed convenience, tradesman level 1. I think Black Express and tradesman level 1 come as part of a package. And then front and rear all-weather mats, high output Cummins, clearance lamps, rear wheelhouse liners, and then transfer case skid plate. Finish off the options. Destination is $27.95 for a total price of $76,585. Now, this is definitely a lot of money. That truck there was $62,000 and some change, right? So when you consider, man, do I really need the diesel? I think the diesel options are way too expensive. I think $10,000 is all the money. But then again, we know why the diesel options are so expensive. It's because of all that extra emissions crap on them. So yes, this truck is a little bit harder pill to swallow because you can have a Laramie for this kind of money. So I think that the Black Express and the Warlock trucks are just better suited with the gas engine. My opinion, obviously, but again, despite the price, look at what you're getting in this package. You get the Sport Performance hood, premium lights, painted bumpers, which a lot of people are still definitely digging these days. Also, front parking sensor, adaptive cruise control. They come decked out. You really don't need anything else. And of course, right here, solid front axle. You guys see the liner there? And then here are the tires, which are the Firestone Transforce AT2s. It's gonna be an LT 285/60/20. It's gonna have 3,640 pounds of capacity at 80 PSI cold. Also, this is like a 33.5-inch tall tire, 11.2 inches wide. And who doesn't like ceramic gray? You're a hater if you don't. I'm just kidding. I like this color. This color definitely hits on this truck. I mean, you see a lot of them now. They're everywhere, even on the dualies. And I like this Sport Performance hood. You have these heat extractors right here, so it does have some function. I did speculate a couple years ago that they were going to add this onto the intake for the 2026, 20, or 25 or 26 model year trucks for the high output Cummins, but I was wrong. Fixed running boards down below. I like that they black out all the badging. You have your utility lights and turn signals, backup lights, top and bottom are heat, and this is a power folding mirror, as you guys saw on the window sticker. Crew cab with the 6'4" bed. You guys know you have that multi-link suspension, 31-gallon fuel tank, 7.5-gallon DEF. Here's that liner out back. Incandescent taillights, rear parking sensors. You have a class 5 hitch with the 4 and 7 pin, LED here. And this truck is gonna have a 342 anti-spin. There's your spare tire. Sadly, this truck does not come with an assisted tailgate, but there is a light camera. And because of the fifth wheel prep package, you have a 7 and a 4 pin. Bed lights are there. And then there's your fifth wheel prep package. Be sure to check out my Juggernaut. I do have a promo code for that if you want a better solution for tying things down in the bed. Lastly, I see up there, defrost, power sliding glass. No camera, no LED lights at the top. I don't think that's even available on this either. So who's excited about Banks Power bringing out some products to the new Cummins? I was recently in California. I visited their campus and there are some products coming. Can't wait. Now, if you don't know, 430 horsepower, 1,075 pound-feet of torque, 8-speed transmission known as the Torque Flight. It's really the power line made by ZF, but you know, Ram had to put their own name on it. So serviceability is better. So you have your oil filter there. Also, you have 2 filters down below. What the heck? Whoa, there are some updates on this engine. So I just noticed something on the fuel filters. That's different. Also, check this out. I don't remember seeing this for the CCV. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe I just haven't been paying attention. But this line looks a little different too. So we'll have to go pull keys to a 2025 or 2026 to see if there's any differences. But yeah, that for sure looks a little different to me, but maybe not. But that, I don't know if you guys can even see it. So you have these lines on the fuel filters right there. I don't remember seeing that, so I'll have to do some research there. I'm not going to take too much time on the interior because I did do a video on that white truck and they're very, very similar. No power seat. Obviously, you just have a tilt steering wheel, and I will say, I would love to see an option for a leather wrap steering wheel for the Black Express. Even if it was a $500 option, I would select that. I hate vinyl steering wheels. Hate them. I hate the feel of them. Hate them. You guys see right here, tons of controls. For your mirrors, you guys know top and bottom convex are power. You have all the lighting for backing up your trailer. There's a lot of nice features on these mirrors. Out back, they already have the floor mats down in this one, which is nice. Air vents. You don't have an armrest, but you do have a place up here to hang some things. Incandescent bulbs for the interior. Now, I forgot to show this to you in the last video. There is no storage beneath here. Kind of sucks. And on this side, no shocker, but no power seat. They still give you tilt headrests, open storage, all hard plastics. Man, I'm striking out here. They normally put a paper here for the bed camper. Haven't seen that in a while. There is a USB inside of here. Obviously, this is a 6-passenger. No storage beneath this cushion, however. 115 volt power plug right there. Let's jump back over to the driver's seat. Now for the key, there is no remote start. Backup cameras there. Auto dimming. No vanity on this side, but you do have one over here without the lights. Incandescent light bulbs inside the interior. You can slide that rear glass and place up here for your sunshades. Power, 12 volt, and then a little bit of storage. I do like the 12-inch, and that pretty much comes standard with Black Express. There is still an 8.4-inch display available, but I would like to see 360 even on this Black Express because the Forge STX package does make that available as an option. Can't get that on the truck. And in case you were wondering, this screen gives you a lot of great information. So you guys see, it shows your fuel economy, tire pressure. I don't know why they keep setting the tire pressure so high for these trucks though. On these diesel and gas equipped pickups, it's not over 70 PSI. And I'll show that to you here in a second. But yeah, all the temperatures, exhaust brake, boost pressure, diesel particulate filter, oil life, fuel filter life, battery voltage, and then this is your gauge summary. These trucks literally just got here, so 13 miles. And I think we're gonna go ahead and go for a quick drive. Exhaust brake on, because why not? Now, $13,000, right? That's a lot of money for an engine, in my opinion. And it's not like the Cummins is light years better, right? I mean, you still have less, you know, towing capacity, right, when you get the gas engine, but the payload is probably about the same, I would say. I haven't looked at the one on this store here, but I think for the lower trim levels, I normally see like around 28 to 2,900 pounds. And that white Hemi I just tested had about 3,000 pounds of payload capacity. So that's where Ram has to really get creative, because this is a lot of money, but you do get the advantages of like the exhaust brake, right? You get the advantage of the forced induction. That forced induction going up a 6% grade, towing 15,000 pounds is no joke. And you start to notice that when you hear that gas engine screaming for 5 to 10 minutes. It gets annoying after a while, right? And of course, you're definitely gonna be adding wear and tear to the engine. So just a few things to consider there. When I first did my video with the new Cummins and 8-speed, I said it in my head, they fixed the Cummins. And that 8-speed truly did fix the Cummins. The issues that we've always seen with the Eisen, just being really harsh and just not easy to live with day to day, because not everyone's constantly towing, right? But regardless of it, that right there is still pretty darn good too. One more time, you guys can see the exhaust brake horsepower. Look at that. That's without tow haul mode. If I were to put it in tow haul mode, you would really start to see it come on. But yeah, the performance in this engine is adequate for a big truck like this. It's not as fast, obviously, as the V8s, but the Cummins inline 6 design is just built for towing. It's built for those long hauls, and it just does what it's supposed to do. So you guys see right here, the gross axle weight rating out front is going to be 5,750 pounds. The rear is 6,000. Gross vehicle rating is 11,040. 20 by 8 wide wheels. And all in payload capacity is right here, 3,043 pounds. So this has basically the same payload as the gas engine now because of the higher gross vehicle weight rating. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You guys see here the tire pressure is 65, so it's actually lower out back compared to the gas engine, which is, I don't understand that at all. So pretty funny stuff. Here's the towing numbers. Let me know your guys' thoughts. I'm gonna pull keys to a 2026 and I'm gonna do a comparison between the two engines. I'm not engine savvy, so I just sent some pictures to my buddy Josh over at Truck Stuff, so maybe he and I will do a follow-up video as well. So yeah, be sure to subscribe to the channel, make sure the notifications are on. See you guys soon.